Hi, I'm Helen, and I'm the crochet designer behind the Country Cottage CAL. In this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to work the harvest patch. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified of future videos. I'm making a small swatch of the harvest patch to show you how this stitch pattern works. I've already made my chain stitches with magenta and worked row 1, which is a double crochet row as set out in the written pattern. To begin row 2, chain 3. This counts as your first treble crochet stitch. Work 2 more treble crochet stitches. To make the distinctive corn row design, we need to work 1 puff stitch, chain 2 and 1 more puff stitch in the same stitch. Skip the next 2 stitches and work a puff stitch as follows. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over and pull through. Repeat this 4 times. There will now be 9 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through the first 8 loops. Yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops. Chain 2 and work another puff stitch in the same stitch. Skip the next 2 stitches and work 2 treble crochet stitches. Skip the next 2 stitches, ready to work 1 puff stitch, chain 2 and 1 more puff stitch in the next stitch. Continue to work this stitch pattern repeat across the row until 1 stitch remains. Work 1 treble crochet in the last stitch. Turn your work, ready to start the next row. From now on, the corns will be worked in the chain 2 spaces made in the previous row. To begin row 3, chain 3. This counts as your first treble crochet stitch. Work 2 more treble crochet stitches. Work 1 puff stitch, chain 2 and 1 more puff stitch in the first chain 2 space. Work 2 treble crochet stitches in the treble crochet stitches from the previous row. Continue to work this stitch pattern across the row until 1 stitch remains. Work 1 treble crochet in the last stitch. Continue to work row 4 in the same way, and I'll meet you at the end of that row. There are some rows that use more than one colour. In these rows, the non-active yarn colour is carried within the work, while stitches are worked over the top. The first of these rows is row 5. The stitch pattern for this row is the same, but let me show you how to work the colour changes. To begin row 5, chain 3. This counts as your first treble crochet stitch. Work 2 more treble crochet stitches, changing colour to soft green with the last yarn over of the second stitch. The next set of stitches are worked over the top of the magenta yarn. Work 1 puff stitch, chain 2 and 1 more puff stitch in the chain 2 space. Changing colour back to magenta with the last yarn over of the second puff stitch. The next stitches will be worked over the top of the soft green yarn. Work 2 treble crochet stitches, changing back to soft green with the last yarn over of the second treble crochet. Continue to work this stitch pattern repeat across the row until 1 stitch remains. Work 1 treble crochet in the last stitch. Fasten off soft green at the end of this row. Continue to follow the written pattern to the end of row 17, taking note of which rows include colour changes.